After Winnie Byanyima accusing LUZIRA prison for torturing his husband, LUZIRA prison came out with a communication denying what Winnie Byanyima said. We all know that Kizza in LUZIRA prison, where he is being held on fictitious charges, is so unfortunate. The bar has never been held so low until this time when fictitious charges are put on political players. In a communication which was released, it goes as follows: false allegation on human prison condition at LUZIRA maximum prison. The Uganda Police Prison Service UPS notes that with concern the false and baseless allegation made by some opposition leader and the family of the retired Colonel Dr. Kizza regarding his treatment at LUZIRA upper maximum prison. They claim that the facility is infested with bedbugs used as a torture tool against him is grossly false. Also, the assertion that he shares ward with 15 others and yet in permanent isolation is contradictory. The public is urged to disregard this misinformation and disinformation. Uganda Prison Service reaffirms its position as a professional government agency mandated to manage prisons in accordance with the law of the Republic of Uganda and Nelson Mandela rules. Signed, Frank Mayanja, Senior Commissioner of Prison, Deputy Director, CCA Service Spokesperson. So that is a communique which was released by LUZIRA prison denying what Winnie Byanyima said. Because I told you, for those who are new here, I did a video where Winnie Byanyima accused the prison that they are torturing his husband. If you missed it, I'm going to leave a link here in the description. So by the prison coming out to deny, they are fighting back. They are being held where it is where there is pain. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the press release which was done by LUZIRA prison denying the allegations of Winnie Byanyima, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, Winnie Byanyima is the wife of Dr. Kizza. I keep on telling people that Kizza deserves to be free. He's 69 years old. Oh, okay. He deserves to be called a grandfather. He's a person who fought hard for this government to come into power. And for me, I keep on telling people that there is no sane Ugandans who can believe the charges Dr. Kizza faces. Winnie Byanyima came out to say that bedbugs are being used as a torture tool against his husband. Okay? And when LUZIRA prison gave out that communication, Winnie Byanyima again had a bite on that cherry. She came out to say, I stand by everything I said. Kizza and Ajabed Lutale are being held in a highly isolated section of LUZIRA prison, alongside about 15 other remand prisoners accused of being ADF terrorists. Kizza is confined to a tiny cell and a bare concrete courtyard of barely 25 square meters, where all 15 must cook, eat, and catch brief moments of sunlight. Okay? So that is the tweet Winnie Byanyima said. Okay, that his husband is being tortured. But in Uganda, many of the things that are said come out to be true. The European Union and America came out to slap sanctions against the police boss Byabashaija for torturing inmates. LUZIRA prison was made, I think, to take in thousands of inmates. Right now it has 10 in thousands. Okay, they are even breaking the rules and the laws of how many prisoners are supposed to be in a cell, and that is equally being brought by even our subjugated judicial system. Everyone who's brought in the court is sent to LUZIRA prison on remand, even on misdemeanors. Okay, the court should start understanding to follow the law. Kizza is mandated to get a mandatory bail after 6 months, but is still kept in prison. Just imagine a person who has a demeanor like that of Kizza being kept in prison for more than 6 months, yet is supposed to get bail. What about a layman like me? Very many people are remanded to Luzira prison, yet they are not supposed to be in Luzira prison. The judiciary should start learning judicial activism. I keep on saying this. Judicial activism does not mean that you give out a ruling contrary to the Constitution, but you give out a ruling which helps to build the Constitution. The judges are so obsessed with remanding people. Some of the time, the judges should learn that every person who's brought in the courts of law should be remanded. No, should be given bail, not remanded. So we have a lot of prisoners in Luzira prison, and they don't get basic needs which are entitled to the prisoners. Okay, so it may have some iota of truth that Kizza Besigye is being tortured, because every political prisoner who comes out narrates the same story, and it pains me so much. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make us by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on the YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so they can be motivated to do more of such videos. Let me also take this opportunity to tell you that I'll be running as a Member of Parliament for Makindye East Constituency 2026. Among the contestants, there is none who matches my depth of wisdom, who matches the understanding of the situation in Uganda, who matches my ability to put on a fight for constitutionalism and human rights. All of those who are standing have had a chance to represent us in Parliament, but their report card is below average. Every time the Parliament gives out a report card, our members of Parliament are among the last 20. And it's time to uplift the voice of the people of Makindye East. And there is none other than yours truly, Kabir Suleiman Mawagali, who can do a better job. Of course, I will see you on another one. Peace.
Nange benjagala obulungi.